When three bullies cornered Marcus behind the gym, they expected fear. But within seconds, one was on the ground, and the others learned what it meant to mess with the wrong kid. People barely noticed when Marcus Jennings stepped through the front doors of Oak Ridge High in Lansing, Michigan. No big welcome, no curious whispers, just another transfer student halfway through the semester. His backpack was worn, his hoodie faded, and he walked with the careful kind of quiet you only learn when you've been in rooms where silence could save your life. It was a cold Monday, slush still frozen along the sidewalk, and the morning bell rang sharp through the halls. Marcus paused at his locker, eyes scanning the names and faces rushing past. He wasn't scared. He just knew the routine. Find your classes, don't make waves, stay invisible. In first period math, a few students glanced over when he entered. A girl in the corner whispered behind her hand. The teacher nodded him toward an empty desk. No introduction. No curiosity. Just silence. Marcus didn't mind. He'd learned silence wasn't always bad. Back in Chicago, it often meant survival. He didn't wear flashy clothes, didn't speak unless he had to. His uncle called it moving invisible. Something you learn when attention could get you jumped, or worse. But Oak Ridge wasn't Chicago. It was polished. The kids were designer everything. Their haircuts were sharp, their laughs loud, and they moved like the world owed them a spotlight. No one outright said anything, but Marcus caught the glances, at his scuffed sneakers, his thrift store hoodie. In gym, a kid looked at him like his clothes were contagious. By the third day, Marcus was eating lunch alone. Back at the cafeteria, tray of spaghetti, banana, chocolate milk, simple, quiet. That's when he heard it. Yo, what is that? You bring that from home? Marcus looked up. A tall white kid in a varsity jacket stood nearby, smirking. That was Brent Maddox, football co-captain, star tight end, and self-declared king of the junior class. Flanked by two loyal shadows. Marcus didn't reply. Man's eating like it's the Great Depression, Brent added, loud enough for nearby tables. Laughter trickled out. Not all joined in, but enough. Marcus kept eating. Eyes down. No trouble. You deaf, man? Or just slow? One of Brent's friends, a short kid with a buzz cut, leaned in. Marcus blinked, grabbed his milk, and stood. I'm done. No insult. No drama. Just left. But didn't end there. That afternoon, someone knocked his books off his desk in science. No one claimed it. The teacher didn't notice. After school, charity case was scrawled across his locker in dry erase. It wiped off easy. The sting didn't. That night, Marcus rode the number 12 bus to the edge of town. His uncle's gym sat behind a tire shop. Inside, sweat and leather filled the air. Uncle Darius looked up from wrapping someone's hands. You good? Just school. Darius didn't push. He nodded toward the mats. Let out. Marcus didn't speak. Just changed, stepped up, and worked the pads like they owed him something. Hooks. Counters. Precision. Not to hurt, but to remember who he was. But that one dumb cafeteria moment set off a chain. Brent Maddox wasn't used to being ignored. Marcus didn't react, and that made him itch. By Friday, Marcus's name bounced through the locker room. New kid's got an attitude. He just stares, doesn't talk. In gym, Marcus got paired with Brent for basketball drills. Brent tossed the ball a little too hard. Come on, Jennings. Show me something. Marcus bounced it back. Clean. Direct. Dead center to the chest. Echoed. Brent blinked. Laughed tight. That's when he decided. He didn't like Marcus. From there, it got petty. Snide remarks in the hall. Gum in Marcus's locker. A trip near the vending machines. Marcus never responded. Never snitched. Just kept moving. But in a place like Oak Ridge, silence is gasoline. Brent had the match. Lunchtime became a stage. Brent shouted jokes across the room. Yo, Chicago, you bring your bulletproof vest or what? Some laughed. Others looked away. No one stood up. One of Brent's guys, Drew, whispered, "Dude might be crazy." Doesn't even blink. He's not crazy, Brent replied loud. He's just another hood story waiting to happen. That one hit Marcus. He walked faster to the bus. Uncle Darius noticed. You holding back? Marcus nodded. Trying to. Sometimes holding back's harder than swinging, Darius said. But don't let anyone walk over you. Rumors followed. Marcus had a record. Got kicked from 2 schools. Fought a teacher. Carried a knife. None true. In history class, Brent leaned in. You ever seen a real fight? Blood on the floor kind. Yeah. Not on TV. You don't want that kind. Brent smirked. Threat. Warning. Friday. Cold wind. Marcus helped the custodian after school. He liked avoiding the crowd. But Brent planned it that way. Marcus came around the back of the gym. Mostly empty. Just a few cars. Brent, Drew, and Ty. Waiting. What, you think you're smart? Just ignoring me. Didn't come here for you. Brent stepped closer. You didn't come here at all. You got dumped here. Marcus's jaw tightened. What do you want? To know what makes you so special. I'm just minding my business. No, you're disrespecting mine. Marcus squared up. Got something to prove? Prove it. That's when Drew shoved him. Wild. Sloppy. Marcus didn't move. Back up, he said, voice calm. Drew swung. Missed. Marcus twisted, swept. Drew hit the ground. Jet. Joe. Marcus turned. Eyes on Brent. Don't. But Brent charged. Big swing. Marcus ducked. Pivot. Elbow to the ribs. Brent stumbled. 12 seconds. 3 bullies. 1 down. 1 stunned. 1 backing away. Assistant Principal Rivera rounded the corner. What's going on? He jumped us. Brent gasped. Marcus stared. You serious? Rivera saw no blood. Just tension. Come with me. Office. Waiting room. Silence. Brent muttered. Marcus didn't. Inside, Rivera asked. Want to tell me what happened? Marcus did. Calm. Direct. No fluff. Rivera safe. Zero tolerance. Marcus. Doesn't matter who starts it. Then maybe talk to the ones who never try to stop it. Monday, Oak Ridge High buzzed. Marcus walked through whispers and sidesteps. He wasn't the quiet new kid anymore. He was something else. Brent told everyone Marcus flipped Drew like Bruce Lee. Logan didn't come to school. Coach made Marcus shadow in gym. Guidance counselors checked in awkwardly. That night, a blurry fight video hit social media. Posted from Brent's burner. Twisted. Cut before Drew swung. Marcus looked like the aggressor. Watch how he moves, the caption said. Not normal. Comments followed. Bet he learned that in juvie. Expel him before it gets worse. School called home. A hearing was set. Darius took the day off. The room was cold. Principal. Board members. Discipline head. Darius leaned in. My nephew didn't want to fight. He tried to walk. Does he have combat training? Yes. That's called control. Video. Edited. Marcus finally spoke. They came after me. I warned them. I didn't swing first. And yet, the board replied, you were involved in aggression. So, I should have let them beat me. Darius leaned back. You saw a quiet black kid defend himself and assumed he was the threat. Decision delayed. Thursday. Hallways thick with tension. Marcus sat alone again. Then Delaney Foster, quiet girl with big glasses, slid into the seat across. I saw everything. I was sketching. I stayed quiet. But if they expel you over Brent's lie, I'm guilty too. She told the assistant principal. Promised to testify. Friday. Hearing. Delaney, nervous but firm. They cornered him. Logan threw the first punch. Marcus defended himself. I saw it all. The room shifted. Silence changed shape. Outside, Darius said, you did good. Didn't feel like it. Email came next morning. Marcus Jennings will not face disciplinary action. Evidence supports self-defense. Reggie printed it. Stuck it on the fridge. Things got quieter. Brent stopped talking. Drew kept his head down. Delaney passed Marcus one day. Just a wave. He smiled. Small. Real. Change didn't come big. But it came. A teacher stepped in during a mean comment. 2 freshmen stood up for a classmate. Small shifts. But real. End of semester. Halls buzzed. Marcus lingered. Alone. At peace almost. Hey, Marcus. Miss Bennett, his English teacher. Student-led assembly tomorrow. A speaker dropped out. Thought maybe you'd say something. He didn't answer. Just nodded. That night, one line on a blank page. I didn't ask to be here. but I'm not going anywhere. Assembly. Lights low. Gym packed. Marcus stepped to the mic. I've been called quiet. Weird. Dangerous. I didn't come here to fight. I came to finish school. Like anyone else. He looked around. Silence, but listening. I've made mistakes. But if the only story you know is someone else's version, then you never knew me. He paused. I'm from a place where silence keeps you safe. But here, silence made them louder. Eyes on the crowd. Don't label people you don't know. Ask instead. Mic clicked off. Pause. Then claps. Scattered. Then steady. Real. Later, in the courtyard, a younger student approached. You really trained to fight? Marcus shrugged. Trained to stay ready. Can you teach me? Marcus smiled. First lesson, stand tall. Even when it's easier to shrink. They walked. Side by side. Not as teacher and student. Just two kids moving forward. Because sometimes the hardest battles aren't with fists, but proving you belong. If this story meant something to you, subscribe to the channel. We've got more stories worth hearing.